Chosen ones, have you ever just wanted to vent to someone because you're just feeling so low from all the attacks that you're getting from people unprovoked? And the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, oh, what did you do wrong? Nobody just attacks people for no reason. And that's not true. That's the thing. People don't understand that chosen ones don't go around starting trouble with people. Chosen ones are kind people, loving people that mind their own business and treat others the way they want to be treated. And the narcissistic, demonic people who are being controlled by demonic forces, they don't like your light. They're intimidated by your light because it does not dwell within them. So they attack you. They attack you unprovoked. And other people, they always think that the whole cause and effect, because you did this, they did that. But that's not always the case. That's not the case at all with chosen ones. It starts when you're young, chosen ones. Do you remember being chased home from school, being beat up at school, being excluded from the groups at the school? I remember when I was young, my hair was way down my back, all the way to my butt. And the black girls just hated that so much. They hated that. They excluded me. They would take scissors to my head and threaten to cut off my hair. They would call me ugly. They would all sit around and laugh at me and talk to me. And I'm talking about, this is in grade school. This is elementary school. I wasn't allowed to play with them outside in the play groups. Let's talk about our babies and depression. I remember this. I remember being like this. I remember feeling like this. Parents, if we're going to have children, we need to pay more attention to our babies. I'll show you why. These are the rates, the S rates. It's the third leading cause of death among high school students ages 14 to 18. And let me show you something that's just as disturbing. Our babies that are even younger than high school age, they're in elementary and middle school. It's showing the global, and this is worldwide. This is not just the United States. This is all over the world. Our babies are taking their lives. This number, it shouldn't be. There's a reason for that. We have to pay better attention to our babies. I'm not going to say that all of them are chosen ones, but I'm sure a large majority of them are chosen ones. And they're being completely ignored, just like I was. I used to plead and beg with my mother. Look, these children are bullying me. She didn't want to hear it. She didn't care. You're not changing schools, and that's final. And I attempted. A couple times. I didn't know what I was doing, obviously, because I'm still here. But it's just the fact that nobody would listen to me. And I'm sure that's the reason why these babies are doing what they're doing. No one is listening to them. No one's paying attention. And you have to pay attention to your babies if you really, truly love them and you want them to be here with you. If you recognize any of the signs of being a chosen one in this video, please pay attention to your babies, because they just might be a chosen one. And they need to be protected even more than your other children. The other children are important too. However, the attacks are more frequent and more severe with your children that are chosen ones. Even though the adults in my life failed to help me when I was crying for help, even though the adults in my life were not there for me in the way that I needed them as a child, someone was. It's one of my classmates named Connie Crow. She used to protect me. She made me follow her everywhere she went when we had recess at school. And she protected me. And she made sure none of the kids would bully me. And if any of them tried to mess with me, she would step in and she would put them in their place. Now, Connie, she was bigger and she was taller than everybody in school. She was a gentle giant. And unfortunately, Connie, she ended up losing her life to a bully. Her husband took her life. And I will always be forever grateful to Connie Crow. This video is dedicated to you, Connie. I will always love you. You are my angel. May you rest in power. And then also for a lot of chosen ones, it's your family members. So not only are you getting it at school, but you're also getting it at home with family members treating you awfully. Are you the black sheep? At least that's what they call those of us that don't fit in with our families. The ones that the family ostracizes. Yeah, they have a chat group, but they've excluded you. Everybody in the family is in that chat group. And one of them came back to let you know about the chat group, just to bully you, just to make you feel bad about yourself and to show you that you are not included in the chat group with the rest of the family. You're not part of us. Yep, even your family excludes you. You remember Those family members were talking mess about you, and one of them accidentally sent the text message to you talking trash about you. What about the family gatherings or a funeral? They tell you not to show up because if you do, they're going to jump you. They're going to whoop your behind if you show up unprovoked and you've never done anything to these people. They're intimidated by your light. What about the cyberbullying? There's a post that's blasting somebody, and then there's lots of comments under that video of blasting that person. But guess what? They make a beeline straight to your comment and they attack you. But yet there's hundreds of other comments before yours was even posted. And the actual video itself is talking about that person. But they come and they harass you. It's your light, chosen ones. What about that family inheritance? You were supposed to get land, a home or homes, money, something. But your family, they cut you out of it and they took it for themselves. And that family member that left it for you specifically did not want them to get it. But guess whose hands it ended up in anyway? Or you might even know of some family members who were actually put 6 feet under so they can take that person's inheritance. At church, you're targeted. You're younger, and the older women don't like you. You have a beautiful voice, and they are so jealous of you, and they exclude you from everything, and they try to tell you that you're just doing this for your own glory, and you're not singing for God's glory, and you think you this, and you think you that. You cried out to the pastor because this older lady who holds a position at the church is abusing you and attacking you for no reason. Well, yeah, there is a reason, because she's jealous of you. But your cries go unanswered. And then next thing you know, everyone from the church pretty much leaves. And so the pastor comes back to you, and he and his wife beg you to come back to the church, because you find out that the people were really there because they loved to hear your beautiful voice. It ministered to them in the service. And this older woman knew that. And it just drove her mad. It drove her crazy with jealousy. And at that point, you decided, well, okay, so you only want to use me that because you didn't do anything about it before, not until you started losing your members. Don't let them steal your shine. You know that it's not all about you, chosen one. Don't let them guilt you into thinking that. Use your gifts and talents. Or if not that, women, they hold on to their man. They hold on to their husband. They know you looking good, baby. You looking fly. You clean. You just dressed from head to toe. Looking good. Smelling good. Looking like a stallion, baby. Got your confidence on. And you just looking like their favorite snack, baby. Looking like a sweet potato pie. Some red velvet cake, honey, or some banana pudding. They hold on to their man. They hold on to their husbands. Because they know their husbands are going to be looking. And while she's holding on to her man, she's giving you a mean look. But what they don't know about you is that you're not like all the rest. You don't steal someone's man. Oh, I mean, you can without a problem, obviously. But you don't roll like that because you're a chosen one. You know that what goes around comes around, and whatever you put into the universe, you're going to get it back eventually. Those women in that church, they just talk mess to you. They gossip about you. They throw shade, and it is not even necessary. I mean, like, isn't that the house of the Lord? Isn't that the house where God dwells? Aren't the people there supposed to be holy and loving and righteous? But they're everything but. You have women in the church old enough to be your mama, and they start to mess with you. And then people look at you and say, well, you need to be the example. It's like, yo, wait a minute. This woman is old enough to be my mother, or this guy is old enough to be my father, and you want me to be the example? Why? Because it's the light in you, chosen one. Your family hates on you because you're the only one that did something with your life. The rest of them are stuck on welfare and Section 8 and public housing, and they're mad at you because you went and got a college degree, or you went and did something great with your life. That whatever you did, it elevated you above them as far as financial status is concerned. And so now they think you all that. But it's really them who knows that you all that. And they're just intimidated by you. They're jealous. Or maybe you didn't get a college degree. However, you are far more wise than your other family members. And they hate on you. They don't want to listen to anything that you have to say. Because what do you know? You didn't get a college degree. But what they fail to realize is that they're only intelligent in that particular subject that they went to school for. That does not make them more intelligent than you as a whole. You can know so much more about the world, about life, about what's going on than someone who has a college degree. That doesn't make a person more intelligent than you just because they have a degree or degrees under their belt. But nonetheless, they don't want to listen to anything you have to say, because who are you? You're nobody, according to society. The bottom line is they're upset because they know that you're far more intelligent than they are. It's just what it is. You've helped out all your family members. They've all come to live with you. You've done everything you could possibly do to help them. And they stole from you. They lied on you, slandered you. They gossiped about you. And here you were being kind, and you let them bums live up under your roof. You helped them out. They've never done that for you. You've never lived up under their roof. And then they go talk mess about you. Why? It's because you're a chosen one. They're intimidated by your light. In the community you live in, you are nothing but kind to these people. Loving, you do whatever you can. You give the shirt off your back if you have to. But all they do is gossip and slander and talk about you and treat you badly. The biggest hater in your friends circle or at your job or wherever you're at, a part of a community or a church or even in your family, tells a lie about you. They spread a false rumor. One that is just of gargantuan proportions, a huge lie, and everyone believes it. Instead of asking you if it's true, they all believe it, and they all turn against you. No one wants to talk to you at all because of a lie. This is them trying to dim your light. Your light is too bright for them, and they can't handle it. They have to do something to make you appear to be not as bright as you are, to not be as good or as kind and loving a person as you are. They have to mar your character. They have to dim your light. This is what Satan does. This is what the demonic forces do. You were close to someone, you had a good friend, or just someone that you got along with, and then all of a sudden, just like that, they just turned on you, did a complete 180, and you're like, what got into them? Like literally, demons got into them. Demonic forces, they are allowing themselves to be used by demonic forces to get to you. You have to understand that demonic forces will embody anybody to go after you, the chosen one, because they want to stop you from the mission that you're on. So it's important to protect yourself, chosen ones. You can't be around everyone. You can't be a part of the crowd. You've never heard anyone tell you that you're not like them? What are you doing here? You don't belong here with us. You're nothing like us. You've never heard that before? You never heard people tell you that before? They're telling the truth. You're not like them. You're different. You're set apart. And you need to set yourself apart physically from other people so that you can avoid any type of attacks. If any of these things resonates with you, you need to keep yourself separate from other people. Why is that? It's because of your light, chosen ones. They want to dim your light. They want to make you feel as awful as your presence makes them feel. That brightness, that light in you scares them. It intimidates them. It bothers them. It bothers the demons within them. You have to walk alone in this life. No one is going to be there to pamper and coddle you and to make you feel better about the things that people are doing to you. You have to go within and find the strength within yourself in order to heal yourself, to make yourself feel good again. And when you're away from people, you can recharge. I know for me, when I'm around people, for some reason, the older I get, the more anxiety I have being around other people because I'm picking up on all of their wicked spirits. So I feel so much better when I pull away from everyone and I just spend time with me, myself, and my thoughts, and I'm able to recharge. Again, if any of this resonates with you, then you are more than likely a chosen one. Keep your head up. It gets better. And you're not a black sheep. You're a generational curse breaker. If you notice that you are facing the exact same things, but from different people, then that means that you are not passing the test. You are not ascending to the next level. So it's time for you to wake up, start paying attention to everything that's going around you, and see that you've been here and you've done that before. And this time, pass it. The universe, the ancestors, God, whatever you call it, is asking you to pay more attention to yourself. Go within. This is why you need to be alone. This is why you need to be by yourself so that you can reflect, so you can think. You need to meditate and play back in your mind everything that has gone on in your life and why you keep going through the exact same things over and over and over again, and realize that there's something that you need to change. See, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, right? So do something different. Do something different. If it's your anger that you need to keep in check, if it's your mouth, you're always popping off at people, because I know that was definitely something I had to work on. Someone says something to me, I'm like, look, I got you. All right, I don't start it, but I'll finish it. You know what I'm saying? You're probably asking, why you have to be so hostile? Why you have to pop off on everybody? Well, that's just what people do who are bullied their entire life. From a child, being bullied and picked on and disrespected. You get tired of it. So it's a defense mechanism to pop off at people and, to be meaner than them, to get them to stop. I'm not really a mean person, and neither are you. You were doing it to protect yourself, to get them to leave you alone. It worked for me for a very long time, for many years. Recently, it stopped working for me. And so I had to figure out a different solution. So I had to learn how to be silent. And so I had to chill. I had to chill. And it wasn't until I stopped popping off. When people pop off at me, I just remain silent now. I try my best to remain silent. I'm still working on me. But I'm saying this to say that maybe that's something that you need to work on, is not popping off and just remain silent. Because when you remain silent, this actually kills them. You allow them to win when you pop off at people. See, it's your energy, and it enables them to be able to siphon your energy from you. Because when you argue with someone, don't you feel drained? Don't you feel exhausted? Don't you feel tired? Right. They're siphoning your energy. So don't allow them to siphon your energy anymore. Just remain quiet. Be quiet. Let them say whatever they want to say, whatever they feel like they need to say. Choose your battles. You don't have to slay every demon that comes after you. In fact, don't slay any of the demons. You can actually slay them with your silence. Be silent, if that's the thing that you need to work on. So, curse breaker, break on and ascend to the next level.